Oh, what's the date? 24 November. We got one right here. See if I can zoom in, find the line. We got a 10x, see if I can see it. I'm looking into the sun, folks. I might not be able to see this. Great. Anyway, yeah, let me see if I can go out and do it this way. Right. Somewhere right in here. There's one big line going across that way. I don't know if... Here comes another one. You can see that one plain as day right here. So there's two of them. There is another one coming this way. Let me get my finger out of there. Let me see if I can zoom. There it is. You can see this one right here. And there was another one. Oh, there he is right there. So when they say cloud seeding, boom, you got that one, this one. You got about four coming left to right. Let's say east to west. And about four of them going north to south. Now, I've seen planes fly over many times. Nothing. I know, they'll say it's atmospheric conditions and this, that, and the other and tell you it's everything but exactly what it is. Because on top of that, when you see this happen, what happens is I have a solar array right there. And that solar array, I can go in and look at the wattage of how much it's getting. And somehow, magically, every time these big cloud seeding operations happens, when you got tons of flights going east to west, and north to south, just crossing the grid right there, they'll say, oh, wow, it's flights and atmospheric conditions. Well, how come it affects my solar wattage so much? You know, that's very interesting. So, and then they, like, for some reason, like, well, everybody would know. Well, the proof is coming all over the internet, folks. All you gotta do is look it up. There's been a few. An Air Force officer got out when she said, wow, why are we pumping all these chemicals? And she realized that she was working in the department that was responsible for it all. She said she's been out speaking about it for years now, and more people are coming out and said, yeah, they paid us $10 a gallon to dump this stuff. It was about the easiest money. But he said, when I finally realized what I was doing, but he showed videos of his aircraft and all that stuff. He goes, I couldn't do it morally, and he stopped. But you know, there's the videos all over, and anybody that studies anything with medical realizes that aluminum really affects your pineal gland. Aluminum is in damn near everything. Deodorant, put it all over the atmosphere, everywhere, sprinkling all over your crops to pretty much dumb us down. And what's the one thing that's happening in the world today? The elites are losing their power. They're losing their gatekeepers of the propaganda news networks. And you know, you can look these up, and there's apps called flight trackers. You can look them up. I'm like, well, that's flight this going to there and flight this going to there. It's just amazing. Well, I mean, are we so naive to think that they could just put some of these chemicals in the fuel that they're loading into planes, and it comes out in the exhaust? It's designed to survive the combustion in the engine. Maybe the combustion that's maybe why nobody knows it's there. And then the combustion in the engine mixes and makes it all do its chemical reactions, and boom, there it comes. Whatever it is, they fly too much all over. I think, you know, there's right here's two intersecting right there. Right there, two more intersecting. They're literally crisscrossing the skies all over right now. And to tell me that this isn't some sort of operation, I don't buy it. Not for a moment. When they hit strong, they hit hard. It's 10, 15 aircraft that'll pass over in 30 minutes from all different directions. Like I said, I don't know if these are just the two I just pointed out, so these ain't the same, but they've been at it all morning. You know, whatever it is they are doing, you know, they're gonna keep doing it. Like I said, for all you folks that don't know, Georgia Guidestones, very first commandment, reduce humanity to 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. Just a theory I've come up with myself. I think the birth rate in the 1800s was 8.1 or 8.2 children per family. You know, one or two of them may have died, but if you take the math and reduce the population to 500 million in perpetual balance with nature, and then you take the birth rate of 8.1 and 8.2, it would only take 300-400 years to get where we're at now, not thousands and tens of thousands like they want us to believe. You know, and as we're realizing a lot of these older buildings and Tartaria and a lot of this other unburied history that's all over the United States. You know, how they hide the calendar date and what the true date it is. You know, everything that they do is to deceive and lie to us and control us. So as the truth comes out, hopefully these people will be held accountable. Hopefully the world wakes up and we start living better lives, healthier lives, eating real food and not chemicals and stuff that calcifies our pineal gland, which is our connection to the spiritual world. Anyway, I'm over here digging a ditch so I can run some more solar panels. And just notice that when I grab my phone, shit, what do you know, here comes another one. Let's see if we can zoom in on this one. When they come hot, they come heavy, they come hard, and they leave their trails. And yet other days you can go up in here and point them out to my wife all the time. Look at that, there's one. There's no trail. You know, yeah, the 50 feet contrails behind it, you know. But they want us to believe that the atmospheric conditions will make it where they leave lines up there for hours and they slowly spread and disperse, versus a typical contrail that's 50, 100 feet behind the jet, like most of them that you see when you look up there. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I might start doing more videos like this as we do projects. We're going to start filming more. In all fairness, I know a lot of people is saying, hey, post more videos and more projects that you do. It's just me and my wife doing them all, but ultimately it all boils down to time, setting up, and we've been really trying to get this home finished before winter. You know, had to win that at an auction because my wife scared of heights. But it's coming along for anybody that was watching us live in the tent. Apologize for not doing update videos, but we just been wake up in the morning, bust ass, come out here, and neither one of us really want to take the time. We don't really have the time with all of the researching stuff for the stuff here, watching videos, how to lay block, you name it. You know, learning how to video edit just isn't in our timeline right now, but hopefully in the future I'll do a little walk out here for maybe any new viewers to the channel that like to see sort of the setup, or the older viewers have seen these leaning up. I'm still leaning panels up. I haven't quite, you know, America wants to sell you these pretty cheap, skimpy solar panel mounts for $5,000. And I have found them for about $8,500, and it's a 3-axis follow the sun, Mac Daddy, hold all your panels in one thing, you know, for $8,500 plus the shipping, you know. So don't buy into all the propaganda about China's the bad guys. There's quite a few American YouTubers that live over there and they film. You look at their streets in the background, beautiful. Everything. You look at I love engineering projects, so I'm always looking at extreme engineering, all those epic engineering shows, and where about 90% of the projects China. You know, so this whole this whole bullshit, our politicians, our congressmen, our business leaders sold us out, offshoring our labor over there. They took advantage of it. Now all of a sudden they're the enemy because they're producing, and you can purchase from them without getting the 500% markup going through an American company. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The exact same stuff you can buy from any type of solar, you know, hey, America don't manufacture it. Where are you going to get it from? Get it from China. But you can order it there yourself and save yourself 300%, or you can call it Tesla. I think Tesla quoted me 65 or 85, I can't remember now, it's been over 3 years, to do a house. I called another American solar company. It's roughly $10,000 less than Tesla. I think I got this rocking and rolling for about 15. So yeah, but this is what it's all about, folks. This was my, gosh, wow, look how low that is. Boy, they must have pumped a lot of water out. Huh. Hey, what do you know? Let's look at that plane and see if I can find it on here. Yeah, right there, dead center. Yeah, I don't see a bit coming in. I know it's the difference between a plane. It's probably got a turboprop on it, which is a jet engine turning a propeller. Not one single little dot or speck of anything coming out its ass end. I get it, folks. The other ones are higher in the air. You know, for every possible excuse, I'm just going to go ahead and believe that that line there and that line there and that line there that will slowly spread, that goes all across the whole sky, could be maybe what all those people that are coming out and telling the truth, it spoke on Congress. A few states have banned it. It's not like it's not known now, but hopefully we can get all the states to stop modifying the weather and telling us climate change is real. But that's my rant for the day. Stay free, fight the system. Stop these people that thinking they have authority over your life. Take your authority back. You are a son or daughter of God, and you have your own rights and your own power. And they don't want you to know that, which is why they hide the firmament. They tell you you're living on a spinning ball, spinning around the sun, going 1,000 miles an hour and 1,000,000 miles around the Milky Way and floating across the galaxies. And you're insignificant, but that's not true. You know, they used to, before NASA was invented, go ahead and pick you up an encyclopedia that happens prior to the formation of NASA. It said the firmament was found. You know, they don't. They took the flat earth pictures of the Bibles out. Any Bibles now, go ahead and get you an old Bible. See what they got in there. You know, so, you know, for the life of me, I can't even feel anybody that dives into it. There's no less than 10,000 comments on any of these channels that say, I came here to make fun of people, to make fun of you flat earthers. He goes, well, after spending a few hours, I mean, go ahead and spend 100%, you'll end up a flat earth believer. Because everything that you've been ingrained to believe is all part of NASA. And the little globes in every classroom. By the way, that's a Rockefeller Board of Education system implemented in the early 1900s. They control it all. Media, scientific communities, through college and grants. You know, you speak out against the status quo as a scientist, boom, you've lost your career. You know, so it's all controlling the masses and controlling the lies. You got to start waking up, people. I know a lot of people maybe subscribe to this, didn't want to hear this channel, just want to see some off-gridders, but, you know, it's just getting overwhelmingly truthful. By the way, if any of you guys want to do this, go ahead and highlight any area on Google Maps, and they click the little area button. It'll tell you exactly what you highlighted, the square footage and square miles, whatever you want to click on it to do. And then go ahead and highlight Antarctica and click calculate and see what it shows you there. It's sort of interesting, but I've studied it enough, 1,000+ hours. I believe it. I took the thermometer and went out and did the full moon. You would think if the light is bouncing off of the moon, reflecting like they tell us, that it would be hotter where the moonlight is hitting. It's actually not. You can move your little thermometer, put it in the shade, and the temperature is warmer. You go back to the moonlight and it drops it. So the moon is septic, the sun is antiseptic. The sun heals. You know, all of the ancient cultures do this. You see it all over Egyptian, Machu Picchu, all over everywhere. The sun. So anyway, start waking up, people. Fight the system. Call them out. Call your congressmen, senators. Tell them to stop this cloud seeding. Get all these chemicals out of our food. I think people's woke up enough, and that's why RFK is going to go ahead and just freaking rip the soul out of those crooked agencies, FDA and CDC. I hope so. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. I'm getting back to digging trenches. Peace out.